What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ TLM. You're watching DJ TLM TV, and today's topic is requests. This is going out to all my DJs out there because we all have to deal with this at a certain point. And if you're watching this and you're not a DJ, just know that most of us, if not all DJs, don't like requests. We do not like requests for the simple fact that you're distracting a DJ from his job. When I'm doing a gig, my goal is to rock the crowd. So my focus is on selecting the right tracks, reading the crowd, making sure my mixes are tight, checking the levels, looking for the right timing for my transitions, and maybe to cut the music, do a little hosting. I'm focused on delivering the best performance I can deliver. So if people ask me questions or requests, they're distracting me from my job. That's why I don't really like it. Of course, over the years, you learn to deal with it because it's going to happen. And the amount of requests you receive also depend on what kind of DJ you are, because it's going to be different for a club DJ than it is for a mobile DJ or a wedding DJ or a DJ at a bar. You're going to get a lot more requests in certain situations. So in the club situation, sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't have it because I'm playing from a DJ booth on top of a stage and the crowd can't reach you. But some clubs have the DJ booth right in the middle of the dance floor, or at least where it's accessible to people. So at a certain point, you're going to have to deal with it. How do you deal with those requests, those distractions? Well, first of all, like in most of my videos, there's not one answer because there's different situations. Let me start with the quote-unquote nice one, the distraction. That's where you have people who want to request a song and you know that they're a little bit scared to approach the DJ booth and the DJ. I can spot those people 20 minutes in advance because they're standing 10 feet away from the DJ booth and they're hesitant to come. But I can tell already they want to ask me something. So when they finally gather enough courage to come up to the DJ booth, they're kind of timid and they'll politely ask you, like, is it possible for me to ask you a question or to request a song? If that's the way you're going to approach me, I'm going to be as polite as can be, and I'm going to ask you, sure, what do you want to hear? Now, in my situation, that's the easier question because I play freestyle. I don't have a prepared set list, so I don't work with a track list, and I can play whatever I want when I want to play it. So that's easier. If you're a DJ and you have a prepared track list, then it's going to be a little bit harder, or a lot harder actually, to add new songs in between on the fly. You're going to have a lot of experience to play from a set track list and add songs on the fly. But it's definitely possible though. For me, it's easier because I play freestyle anyway. So I'll ask them. And if it's a song that fits the moment, I'll be glad to play it. If it's a song that I would play. And in my case, most of the times, if I have that song, it is a song that I would play because I don't play anything I don't like. Some people might call that a con. I call it pro because it represents me and my flavor. I only play what I like. I like a lot of music, but sometimes there's a hit, even a big hit, and it's a song that I really don't like. I won't play it. But okay, I digress. Let me get back to the point. The polite request, I'll answer it. If it's a track I can play, I'll play it. If it's a track, and a lot of times this happens, they'll request one of the big hits, and that's a track that was going to be played anyway. So that makes it easy, because all I have to tell them is, yeah, I'm going to play that, but I'm going to play that a little bit later on, if it's still too early in the evening. If I'm already at that level, no problem, can play straight away. Then you have the polite request, but they request a song that doesn't fit the circumstance. For example, I might be at this level of energy, and they come in with their favorite song, and in their head, it's a perfect song, but it has an energy level that is here. That's not going to work. So in that case, I will have to tell them that I can't play it, but I'd rather tell them, if it's a song that I like and I haven't played it already, that I can't play it now, but I might be able to play it later. If I have the option to give them hope, even if it's a little bit of hope, I will prefer to do that instead of just giving them a no. If it's a song I don't like or I don't have, then I will just tell them, no, I don't have it. I don't even tell them I don't like it, because I don't have to judge their musical taste, but I'll tell them I don't have it. If they want to continue to ask me why I don't have it, then I can tell them I don't like it. But I never have to do that, really. So that's the polite request. That's how I mostly deal with those. I'll definitely answer and ask what you want to hear, and if it fits, I'll play it. If not, I won't. And if it's possible, I'll tell you that I might play it later. Then you have the part of the request that I really don't like, and that's the part when it comes to the drunk and the tipsy people, or the people with the way out big egos. And that's the approach. They don't have like a request etiquette, and they approach you just in the wrong way, with no respect. They'll come up to the DJ booth and they feel that it's their right to demand what they want to hear right then, and they want to hear it straight away. And they'll be in front of the DJ booth. You might have the headphone on, working on a transition, and they'll be like that, and after that they'll be like that towards your face, or on your equipment, or grab that phone and be like, check what I have. And then it's not just a distraction, it becomes annoying. And when it's annoying, it can affect your vibe as a DJ. And if it affects my vibe, it could possibly affect the way that I deliver the rest of my show. So then it's not just annoying, it might also sabotage my work. So what do? Sometimes my blood boils, especially if they're touching equipment or they just don't get the hint that they have to wait a second, because I'll talk to anyone. I'll give you that ear for a second, but you have to respect me enough to wait until I come to you. And sometimes they don't. So your blood might boil. You might think about jumping over the booth or just grabbing one of the decks and cracking a skull. Don't do that. But you have to remain professional. You have to remain professional, because at the end of the day, if you do something stupid, and if you react in a violent way or aggressive, whatever, that's stupid, it's going to reflect on you, and it's going to be a bad look for you as a person, as a DJ, and it might even cost you your gig or future gigs. Other clubs might not book you. Don't go that way. Keep it professional. So if the request is at a point that is really affecting your ability to play, you need to just call in either security or someone. You don't have time to spend all that energy on that person, and they crossed the line. They definitely crossed the line of respect already. So just call in security or let someone else deal with it. You don't have to be the bad guy who gets them away from the DJ booth or out the club. And I mean, if they were drunk and they were bothering customers on the dance floor, they would get kicked out. So why shouldn't they get kicked out if they're bothering you and affecting your ability to do your job right? But then you have, of course, the cases where they don't really cross the line yet. So you do have to talk to them, or choose not to, but I choose to always give them a moment. And a lot of times the requests are either ludicrous, make no sense, or they're not even requests and they just want to tell you that you suck. They don't tell you that you suck, but they'll tell you, I've heard this a couple of times, don't you have anything that we can dance to? Yeah, you know, if the whole club was standing still, then they might have a point. But most of the times, most of the people are dancing when people come up to you with that type of comment. So I laugh it off straight away. If you can tell that they don't have any valid point by saying something like that, because most of the people are dancing, I just laugh it off and I can't take you serious at all anymore. And I'll probably start laughing, but not in a too disrespectful way, but I'll laugh and then I'll still ask, like, okay, what can you dance to? Most of the time they don't even have an answer because they never thought of that. They only thought it would be smart to come up to the DJ and tell them if you have anything to dance, whatever. So laugh it off. That's all I can say about this subject. The question was asked how I deal with requests, and that's what I normally do. If someone approaches me in the right way, I'll definitely be as friendly as can be and ask you what you want to hear. But that's because it's simpler for me as a freestyle DJ. If someone approaches me in a way that's not so polite, I will still give you that ear for a second and stay as professional and polite as I can be. But I'm not going to give you the same amount of time as that person who was polite. And if you cross the certain line of respect, then I'm going to have to make sure that you can't bother me anymore. So I'll get security or someone to take care of that. Don't do it yourself. You have to focus on what you're there for. And if you do too much negative stuff, it's going to reflect bad on you. And if you're a DJ and you definitely do not want to take any requests, find a way to have some sort of shield between you and the crowd. So either you're gonna have to arrange with the clubs that they put security on the sides of the booth so people can't reach you, approach you, or you're gonna have to bring people who block that path to the DJ, something like that. But you don't want to be the DJ who has to say no 40 times, because that's also gonna send out a negative vibe and it could affect your future gigs, and you don't want that. So make sure that it doesn't reflect bad on you in any way and that you can do your job to the best of your ability and stay professional. Now, I do definitely want to hear how you deal with the situation. If you have different types of requests, different ways people approach you, let us know. Let's share that knowledge as well, because you might have the answer that is even better than the way that I deal with it right now. I want to know. And it's going to be different for each and every type of DJ. So if you're a mobile DJ or a wedding DJ, definitely share that knowledge as well, because you deal with a lot of different situations than we do in the clubs. Till next time, I'm DJ TLM. If you have any questions or requests, in this case, I will take them. DJ TLM TV at djtlm.com. Peace out.